Imagine just coming into the house. You didn't even say hello to the newborn baby and you're already shouting and complaining that the wife is lazy, she's this, she's that. I mean, come on. Welcome to Laverita TV Trending News. My name is Rebecca Amos. On Laverita TV Trending News, we bring to you live stories, share our thoughts, and give you room to share your thoughts as well. Now let's go into the news properly. Lady laments over her boyfriend's betrayal. He never told me he was getting married to another woman, not until his wedding day after I slept over at his place. Charles has been so romantic, consistent, sweet, and never gave me any iota of doubt or reasons not to stay in the relationship for over 4 months. I never experienced or saw any red flags in our journey of love. We did everything together, including cooking, washing, and even watching movies together. That sometimes leads to midnight talks. Not once did I ever run into the woman he was preparing to say I do with. Okay. She had never visited. Maybe he didn't want her to. Or maybe he was just that good at hiding his double life. One Saturday morning, I woke up to sounds of movement. It was his friends, both familiar and unfamiliar. They were rushing through the house like they were preparing something big. They were all dressed in matching blue senator suits, looking sharp and excited. My Charles wore a suit and made him look like a model. I was confused. What were they all dressed up for? Then I overheard one of his friends whisper, "Tell her now." And he answered, "Tell her what?" Charles turned to him and said, "I didn't ask her to come over last night." In my head, I'd be like, what? Not after we spent the whole night together. Not after we made love. He didn't want me here. I was still confused. He then threw a bundle of money at me and told me to leave before he got back. I was stunned to speak, my voice failed me. I wanted to scream, but the shock silenced me. Is that what you think of me now? I finally managed to speak, broken. You sleep with me and pay me? He looked at me, his face almost remorseful, but his words stung worse than a slap. You are not a wife material. I'm sorry, but I can't end up with you. That's why. Just go. Let's end this in peace. I didn't understand. Why didn't he go to the hotel? He was supposed to have his bachelor's eve party. Why did he decide to spend it with me the way he wanted? Why didn't his bride call to ask where he was? It felt like his friends knew everything and had been covering up for him until that morning. Now, the way this story is going, it's beginning to sound so annoying, but let's continue. After crying myself out, anger took over me. I quickly dressed up and searched everywhere in his house to see if I could get any clue of the wedding location. Thanks to fate, I found a souvenir with the location on it. Immediately, I took a commercial bus to the venue. I arrived there at the right time where they were exchanging marital vows. My heart was pounding faster. I didn't even take a seat. I walked straight to the altar, grabbed the microphone from the priest. Anger had already taken over my sanity. I told everyone the truth. Every single thing that happened. I dropped the bundle of money at his feet as a proof that he had tried to pay me off. The church erupted in chaos. His bride collapsed right away there at the altar. I walked out, leaving them in the mess he created. I left when I was sure I had done enough damage to the match, the pain he caused me. I left town and stayed with my sister for a while to clear my head. The heartbreak was too heavy to carry alone. I later heard the wedding was called off and his supposed to be bride blocked him completely. His family called me day and night, hurling insults and blaming me for the disgrace. But right now, their hatred sounds like music to my ears. I smile when I remember that I crashed that wedding. I didn't make a mistake. Or do you think I did wrong by doing what I was led by anger and instinct to do? Well, right now, if you ask me, I mean, if I were to be in her shoes, I would do more than that. This is an insult, and it's see. I don't know why some people are like this. You don't love someone, and yet you keep giving them this joy, these signals, as if you love them and want to settle down with them. And though she said she never saw any red flags in this whole thing, but oh my God, it's really painful. And if you ask me, she did the right thing. At least he will feel it and he will learn the hard way. Please don't forget to share your thoughts on this particular issue. Married woman seeks advice over bedroom matters. I'm a married woman who has been experiencing bedroom matters in my marriage, and I really need advice from you all. My issue is this: my husband has a brother who is single and is living with us. My husband made a difficult request for his brother, which I declined but later gave into in order to make him happy. According to him, he doesn't want his brother, who is single, to engage in any sexual disorders. In view of this, he pleaded if he can also be active with me sexually until he finds a partner. I got so furious about this but had to accept for peace to reign. Unfortunately, I got pregnant and told my husband if we could get rid of it, but he said no. I couldn't guarantee who the father of the child was at that moment because they all discharged in me anytime we made out. What do I do? Because even though I sometimes enjoy the fun, I am not comfortable with the pregnancy. Please advise me. Mm. Oh my God. This sounds funny, okay? But it's not funny. It's very, very serious. Why will you make that mistake of serving them both in bed, all in the name of trying to make peace? Now, this is disrespectful if you ask me. You shouldn't accept this, not for any reason. That shows your husband doesn't respect you. Even if it's a tradition, my dear, run for your dear life. Leave that marriage. It doesn't fit you. It's wrong. I've never heard of this myself. This is just the first time. And if they insist you should leave the pregnancy, my dear, leave the pregnancy. They both will take care of the child. See, as a matter of fact, you're not supposed to be confused. You just tell your husband the child is his because he initiated the whole thing. But you made a very big mistake by allowing this whole thing to start at the first place. So, right now, I would say you have nothing to be scared about. Just calm down and allow things to continue the way you've started it already. God. Woman shares her story on how her husband stood for her. My husband's elder sister visited us when I gave birth. The first thing she said was, "Why can't you clean the house? No be only one room and parlor you dey stay? Because you gave birth, you can't clean. You allow my bro to be wasting money." Because she saw a cleaner cleaning the house, I looked at her blankly and walked past her. No reply, nothing, nothing. My husband entered, greeted her, and she started complaining to my husband. "Your wife is lazy and rude." My husband said, "When your female daughter gives birth, tell her to sweep the whole street to show how strong she is. You are here to greet our child. Do not disrespect my wife if you do not want her to disrespect you." Now, this is how it's supposed to be, okay? Even though I will say when you see wrong, you address it. Don't cite wrong. But he did the right thing. Supporting his wife, yes, he did the right thing. Imagine just coming into the house. You didn't even say hello to the newborn baby, and you're already shouting and complaining that the wife is lazy, she's this, she's that. I mean, come on. We all know that a lady or a woman who just gave birth deserves some rest. But you can't just make her work back to back because you feel she should work because that's what brought her to the house. I mean, that man values his wife. He feels she's more than a kitchen wife or a house chores wife to him. She's everything to him. And kudos to that man. You did well. Today, I have this touchy story that I would like to share with you, and I want you to share your thoughts. Very, very important. Man refused to take his pregnant wife to the hospital while she was in deep labor. He claimed the money he has was meant for business and not hospital delivery fee. The wife bled to death. My God. So you had the money. It's not as if you don't have that money, but you chose to let this woman to allow this woman bleed to death, all because you are saving money for business. So who are you making that money for? You couldn't save your wife and the child, yet you claim you had money you are saving for business. Why going to get married to her at the first place when you know your business was more important to you than the wife? Actually, the both things are important, but you have to make a bold step or decision because you need to secure the both of them. Imagine an innocent child inside the belly. You allow that child to die just like that because you are keeping money for business. Allow the woman to lose her life. That shows how heartless you can be. And you claim when you keep the money for your business. No, some people are just heartless naturally. Please don't forget to share your thoughts. What do you think about this heartless man? What do you think about him? Is he right by doing this? This brings us to the end of our trending news today and on Laverita TV trending news. See you next time.